Ever try to describe something you can see really vividly, like, I don't know, a busy market scene, to someone who can't see it over the phone, maybe?
Yeah, you have this perfect image in your head.
Exactly. But then you start talking and it just becomes this jumble. You feel like you're drowning them in details, right?
Uh,
Well, what if the answer wasn't more detail, but actually something much simpler, something that could like totally change how you describe things?
that's spot on. And that's what we're digging into today. We're looking at a great source, describing scenes, a spatial guide. It's designed precisely to help organize your thoughts for really clear visual communication.
Okay.
So our mission here is basically to pull out the key ideas on how you can be concise but still really thorough when you're sharing what you see, making every word count.
I like that. So the guide sets up this really interesting challenge, doesn't it? Describe a picture.
In just 60 seconds.
60 seconds
Right.
to someone who can't see it. And the kicker is you only get 30 seconds to prep.
Yeah, 30 seconds. It's fast.
And here's where it gets really, really interesting for me. That first instruction for the prep time, it tells you to pick only 3 things in the image. Just 3.
Yeah.
My first thought was, wait, seriously, that's it. But it forces you to be incredibly selective, doesn't it? Quality over quantity.
It absolutely does. And what's so useful is how the guide immediately gives you this powerful way to organize those 3 things.
Right.
It really pushes you to use specific spatial terms.
Ah, right. Like the...
Yeah, in the foreground, I can see.
Mm.
In the background, there's A for AP, and in the middle area, you'll find things like that.
Okay.
And the guide is pretty explicit. It says this structured approach, assuming your observation is accurate, basically guarantees a good score for spatial organization.
So it gives the listener instant structure.
Exactly. It's fascinating how that clear, simple spatial language helps someone build a mental map immediately, even without seeing anything. It's like handing them a blueprint.
Okay, so it's not just pick 3 things. It's pick 3 things and immediately tell me where they are. Foreground, background, middle. That makes sense. But that's not all, is it? Once you have that framework, what else?
Right, the framework is the start. Then you need to sort of flesh it out. The guide really emphasizes using prepositions of place.
You mean like next to, behind?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Beside, on top of, between. These little words are crucial for showing how the different elements relate to each other spatially.
Connects the dots.
Precisely. And naturally, you're encouraged to use good adjectives for color, for description. Really paint that picture. Oh, and using gerunds where it makes sense.
Gerunds, like the ing words.
Like the bustling market or the shimmering river. It adds a bit of dynamism, a sense of action.
Gotcha. So all these little linguistic tools layer onto that spatial structure. Makes sense. And for the actual description, the 60 seconds, there's a recommended structure too.
Yes, clear paragraph structure. You start with a quick topic sentence, just a general overview of the scene.
Like, this is a picture of a busy street.
Something like that, yeah. Then you go into detailing those 3 chosen elements.
Yeah.
Using those spatial terms, foreground, background, middle.
Methodically.
Right. And then you wrap it up. A brief concluding sentence to summarize the overall feel or main point.
Okay. And the guide gives an example, right? The street scene in India.
It does. And it's a great example because the sample description is only, what, 103 words long?
Wow, that's short for describing a whole scene.
It really is.
Yeah.
A complex, probably vibrant scene captured effectively in just over 100 words. It's perfect proof you don't need to describe everything.
You just need to be strategic.
Exactly. You curate the information, you don't just dump it. And I think this raises a really key point. The core insight isn't about being exhaustive. It's about smart organization and precise language. You're building a picture for someone, not just listing stuff.
So let's boil this down. What does this all mean for you, listening? The main takeaway here seems to be that mastering scene description, or really any kind of complex information sharing, it's about focusing. Focus on the key things.
Ruthlessly prioritize.
Yeah, and organize them spatially so the listener gets it immediately.
Yeah.
Then use clear descriptive language to fill in the important details. It's actually a really powerful tool for making information easy to grasp without overwhelming yourself or the listener.
It really is. And it makes you think, beyond just describing pictures, how could you apply this structured, spatially aware approach?
Yeah, like in other parts of life.
Right. Maybe explaining a complicated process at work, or describing how a room is set up for a meeting, or even just telling a story more effectively. How could prioritizing key elements and anchoring them spatially make your communication, hit harder?
That's a great question to leave people with. Focusing, structuring spatially. Powerful stuff.